For example, Fanusi says China's central bank could put an expiration date on the digital money, similar to how lottery winnings have to be spent before a certain date.
It means that the Chinese government could set up a whole lot of things to have your currency maybe valid or invalid based on its own priorities. This is almost like handing over the keys to your business or to your finance department in some ways, because you really can't control what at the end of the day may happen with the funds that you're holding.
All right. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory be unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Wakar Kudash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace, salutations, and blessings be unto the hopeful elect, pushing this truth in sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe, in the sincere hopes of being delivered in these last days. This is the brother Yakanan from the GMS England branch. And as you just seen in that very short video, that was from WSJ, and that was a brief report concerning the programmable CBDC issued from the China's central bank. All right. And as you heard in the video, they have programmable CBDCs, in China, which means that the money that you're issued has an expiration date. All right. Particular forms of the currency that they issue in the CBDC form actually has an expiration date. All right. And once it reaches that date, it is voided, meaning that you can't spend it after that time. All right. And as the guy was going into in the video, this gives, the powers that be a great level of control, over the people. And that gives them, extreme power in society, economically, and also in the areas of being able to restrict, particular citizens, or if you will, offenders, if they go against the powers that be, if they go against, the government in any way, shape, or form, they can just, turn off, your money. All right. And there's been many examples, alluding to this. For example, if you have a riot going on, uproars of the people, so on and so forth, you can actually just, turn off everyone's CBDC currency, in that crowd. All right. You can, restrict them from actually going to particular areas. All right. You can stop them, from buying, food. Okay. The possibilities are endless once you are able to program money, once you're able to switch on and switch off. And not forgetting that all of this technology is going to be linked in, to the MOTB. All right. Spoken of in Revelations 13 and 16. All right. So this is, the plans that the wicked elite have. And this is their intent, to introduce this new world order system, upon the world. All right. So they can ultimately have full control over every aspect of your life. All right. So right quick, let's get 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 11. And it reads, "Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices." So that Satan, and this is in the NOT, so that Satan will not outsmart us, for we are familiar with his evil schemes. Okay. Now, this is China, all right, coming through with this technology. But as we know, this is the DNA, this is the blueprint of the MOTB system, okay, that they are actually trialing out, in China. Okay, this is the blueprint. This is the DNA of the beast system. All right, that's being rolled out, in that particular region, of the earth. All right, so this is, really a shadow of things to come in the very, very, very near future. Okay, even you got Catherine Austin Fitz. She used to work for the White House. She goes into a lot of this information, in regards to programmable money and, the powers that they have being able to program your money. They could say to you that you're not allowed to buy from particular shops. They can ban your CBDC from working in a fast food joint. They could ban it from working in a health store joint. They could ban it from buying, lamb. They could ban you from buying chicken. All right. They can actually, go into depth in regards to programming your money and what you can spend your money on. It's full control. So if they decide that, you've met your quota for the month in regards to your, what do you call it? Your global, your carbon footprint, all right, then they can restrict you, at a particular time of the month or week from overdoing it, basically, and they can restrict you and your buying habits. All right, so it's full control, and people are not ready for this. All right, people don't understand how draconian, things are really going to get out here concerning the powers, that Esau Edom is actually going to have. And this is not a new system, all right, because you had a man by the name of Silvio Gesell, all right, because it's called Gesell currency, all right, that's the term. When you're dealing with programmable money, it goes back to Silvio Gesell, which I believe he was a German, all right, from the late 1800s to the early, 1900s, all right, and he created the concept of, having money that has an expiration date, all right. So look up, Silvio Gesell, and you'll see a lot of content and articles, so on and so forth, going into CBDCs and programmable money, Gesell money, so on and so forth. It's it's surnamed after him. So that just shows you that this agenda has been in the works for a very long time, all right? And the method of control and the benefits that this would have to the wicked elite has been thought of, for a very, very long time, man, all right? But we're now coming to the point where these things are actually being rolled out upon the face of the earth, man, and it's a beautiful thing, okay? Now let's get, and we'll close out on this. Let's get Revelation chapter 13 and verse 15. And it reads, "And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed." All right. So this goes into, the lifestyle. This goes into the, the image goes into the lifestyle, and it goes into how, this devil, wants you to live and wants you to function, in this new system, this new world order system that he's creating, upon the face of the earth right before our very eyes. All right. Every single day, he's passing, policies and, particular laws and, adding to the infrastructure that's slowly but gradually, creating this new world order system that you're not going to be able to function in if you don't have, the MOTB. All right. If you don't have that implantable device in your body, you're not going to be able to take part in this man's system. All right. And that's why the elect are not going to be a part of this system, because the elect are not going to be impaled with that implantable CHIP. All right. As I always quote, and as it's written, the elect shall have victory over the beast, over his image, and over, the mark. All right. So verse 16 says, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. All right. So unless you have that mark, you're not going to be able to buy, you're not going to be able to sell, you're not going to be able to trade, so on and so forth without it. And it doesn't matter who you are, everyone is going to be required, if they want to take part, upon the grid, everyone is going to be required to have that CHIP embedded, in their body, all right, and on their person, so they can take part in society, so your children can go to school, so you can work a 9 to 5. Everything is going to be based upon you having that mark ingrained in your body, all right? And that's what I really wanted to get into, right quick, that brief update concerning, the CBDCs, in China, all right, and how they're going to be programmable and they're going to have an expiry date upon them, all right? And this is a shadow of things to come, all right? So with that, Lord willing, this has been edifying unto you brothers out there and a few sisters listening and also learning. And until the next time, I'll say shalom.